Imagine that I am standing in a quiet community center after a cooking class. The ovens are off, the counters are clean, and a red fire extinguisher is mounted on the wall near the exit. I take it down carefully and hold it in front of me. This is a fire extinguisher. It is used to put out a small, early-stage fire, but only when the situation is safe, the correct extinguisher is available, and the person using it has been trained. It is not a tool for proving how brave or powerful you are. In an emergency, good judgment matters more than strength. Many common fire extinguishers have a tall, cylindrical metal body with round sides and flat ends. The body is often red, although the design can vary. This one has a smooth painted surface, a flat base, a printed label, and a handle at the top. It is sturdy rather than delicate. When I hold it, I notice two kinds of description. "It is made of metal" tells you what the object is. "It feels cool and smooth in my hand" describes my physical experience. I can say, "It is heavy," or more personally, "It feels heavier than it looks." The body is hard, solid, and firm, while the hose may feel slightly flexible, depending on the model. A basic description is, "It is a red safety object." A clearer one is, "It is a red metal cylinder used for putting out small fires." A detailed answer is, "It is a sturdy red metal cylinder with a smooth surface, a flat base, a safety pin, a squeeze lever, and a nozzle near the top." For FCE speaking, begin with the main idea, add visible details, and explain the purpose. I hold the upper part while supporting the base with my other hand, keeping it upright. The metal container is called the cylinder or body. The flat bottom is the base. The printed panel is the label, which identifies the suitable fire types and gives operating instructions. Reading it helps prevent serious mistakes. At the top is a carrying handle. You wrap your fingers around it to pick the extinguisher up. Beside it is an operating lever. Some people call it a trigger, but lever is often more accurate. Press the lever is understandable, but squeeze the lever sounds more natural because your fingers and palm apply pressure together. There is also a safety pin. The pin passes through the top mechanism and prevents the lever from being squeezed accidentally. A small tamper seal may hold it in place. To prepare the extinguisher, you pull the pin. You do not twist it open, unscrew it, or pop it open. Twist means rotate something with your fingers, such as a bottle cap. Unscrew means turn a threaded part until it comes off. This pin does not normally work that way. You grip the ring and pull it straight out. As it comes out, the seal may break with a light snap. Depending on the version, it may have a short nozzle or a flexible hose held by a clip. You release the hose and point the nozzle away from people, keeping your fingers away from its opening. Some models also have a pressure gauge, a small round dial showing whether the pressure is in the recommended range. You inspect it, you do not turn it like a knob. A fire extinguisher has no normal lid or cap to open and close. Squeezing the lever opens an internal valve and forces the agent through the nozzle. Releasing it stops the flow. After use, the extinguisher must be checked and serviced as required. Here is a story that brings the language together. During an evening class, a small wastebasket begins to burn in a workroom. A trained staff member named Maya notices the smell, sees the smoke, and alerts everyone. The exit is behind her, so the fire is not blocking her escape route. Another adult calls the fire department. The fire is still small and contained, and the room is not filling with heavy smoke. Maya does not rush in blindly. She pauses, checks the situation, and chooses the correct extinguisher. That moment matters. Acting strongly is not the same as solving the problem. If Maya ran forward without thinking, she might put herself and everyone else in greater danger. Instead, she changes her approach. She focuses on protection rather than showing power. In everyday American English, we can say that she keeps a cool head. That means she stays calm and thinks clearly under pressure. Maya picks up the extinguisher by the carrying handle. She keeps it upright and holds it steady. With one hand, she grips the handle. With the other, she takes hold of the ring and pulls the safety pin out. The seal breaks with a small snap. Next, she releases the hose from its clip and aims the nozzle low, toward the base of the fire. She does not aim at the top of the flames. The base is where the burning material is, so aiming low helps the agent reach the source. Then she squeezes the lever slowly and evenly. A loud hiss comes from the nozzle as the agent is released. The hose may move slightly because of the pressure, so she keeps a firm grip without making her hands stiff. She sweeps the nozzle from side to side at the base of the fire. Sweep is the natural verb because the nozzle moves back and forth across an area. Wave would sound less controlled. Shake would be incorrect because she is not rapidly moving the whole extinguisher. The 4 key actions are pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Pull the pin, aim low, squeeze the lever, sweep from side to side. Each verb matches a different physical action. She pulls because she removes the pin. She aims because she directs the nozzle. She squeezes because her hand closes around the lever. She sweeps because she moves the nozzle steadily across the base of the fire. As the flames go down, Maya does not step too close. She keeps her exit available and watches the area carefully. Once the fire appears to be out, she backs away rather than turning her back immediately. Back away means move backward while still facing the area. This matters because a fire can flare up again. Flare up means suddenly become stronger or start burning again. If the extinguisher became empty before the fire was out, or if the flames grew, she would get out immediately. She would not force the situation or try to fight a fire that was getting out of control. The story reflects an important principle. Power can help, but uncontrolled power can also cause harm. The extinguisher releases its contents with force, yet that force must be directed carefully. Better choices are more important than bigger power. Guidance is more useful than a shouted command when someone needs to understand what to do, why it matters, and when to stop. A true protector does not simply attack a problem. A protector notices the risks, keeps others safe, and acts at the right moment in the right way. Now listen to how the description becomes more advanced. A basic sentence is, Maya uses the extinguisher. A clearer sentence is, Maya pulls the pin and squeezes the lever. A stronger sentence is, holding the extinguisher upright, Maya pulls out the safety pin, aims the nozzle at the base of the fire, and squeezes the lever slowly. A more developed FCE-style description is, after making sure that everyone has been alerted and that her escape route is clear, Maya holds the extinguisher steady, pulls the pin, aims low, and sweeps the nozzle from side to side until the small fire is under control. That sentence shows preparation, sequence, purpose, and result. Useful everyday chunks include make sure, keep it upright, hold it steady, pull out the pin, aim at the base, put out the fire, back away, flare up, get out, and keep an eye on the area. Here is one complete real-life description. I am holding a portable fire extinguisher. It has a sturdy cylindrical metal body, a smooth painted surface, a flat base, and a printed instruction label. At the top, there is a carrying handle, a squeeze lever, and a safety pin held by a small seal. This version also has a pressure gauge and a flexible hose with a nozzle. It feels cool, solid, and fairly heavy in my hands. In a safe, small fire situation, a trained adult would first alert other people and make sure there is a clear way out. Then the person would keep the extinguisher upright, pull out the pin, aim the nozzle at the base of the fire, squeeze the lever slowly, and sweep from side to side. It may make a sharp hiss as the agent comes out. Afterward, the person should back away, watch for the fire to flare up again, and leave immediately if the fire grows or the extinguisher runs out. To finish, listen to this small action sequence. I hold a red metal cylinder upright. I wrap my fingers around the carrying handle. With my free hand, I remove a metal piece that prevents the lever from moving. I direct the nozzle toward the lowest part of a small fire. Then I close my hand around the lever and move the nozzle steadily from left to right and back again. The object is a fire extinguisher, and the action sequence is pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. More importantly, the speaker is not simply using a powerful tool. The speaker is using controlled force, clear judgment, and careful movement to protect people. That is what makes the description accurate, natural, and complete.